Want to see more out of NIP. I feel like they still have a pretty good core. Sometimes it doesn't function the way that I want. Obviously, just to get a sense of where Astralis is.
Where it's a little bit of a learning experience, because Maxter, obviously, kind of just slotting in right now, but we'll talk about that at another time. Alexi B is looking sharp, holding this monster tunnel.
And that's the bomb delivered.
Yeah.
It actually fell really far forward. Another great headshot for Alexi. He's looking for more. Taking on Sip on top. That's beautiful. What a start. And it leaves blameF all on his own. And normally I would say blameF's very competent, very dangerous to be up against, maybe especially in some of these pistol rounds, but Alexi will hunt him down. Nonetheless, a quad kill for Alexi, as much as you can. Third round, though, we've got AKs picked up by the Astralis team, and that actually looked like he had more than half a second there, maybe Device to take the shot, but he didn't. Instead, Brolin takes him down. It's a good return, as blameF will find the shot, and it's a 4-on-4, so that little recovery, not allowing Brolin to escape, is obviously super important.
Right. That trade is going to make the mid-rounding a lot easier for glaive. This time, it looks like he's opting to just go for a little bit of a monster peek here, and that catches Rez off. Okay. Peeks in even after the shots start, ringing out, and Zipnik's able to take him down. Oh, glaive, another shot to take down Maxter in the backlines, and Alexi B, he's got to do it all on his own, but he's only able to find the one, which just leaves Head Trick. He's at Heaven. It's not smoked off, so this is still a bit curious. He still has an opportunity here, but with just the FAMAS and with that smoke landing at his feet, you think that he's out of this one. Posted up with Brolin. This is a cool little setup between the both of them, and they have some help. There are more people right behind him, so even though Brolin falls, Head Trick is now activated, although he might get sideswiped here by Device. But Rez, this might be another really just confusing play against Astralis. They didn't expect this other player to be here, and Rez is doing such a great job with the pistol too.
Yeah, he knew he'd done the damage to Buzz to begin with, so able to pick him off. All on Sip in a 1 versus 2 with a lot of time on the clock. It's definitely a doable round. Maxter, though, being very proactive. He just let go of a couple of bullets, so I think Sip might have been dead. Otherwise, the jump down is there, and even with the AK, he can't win the fight. It's Alexi to take him down. They are setting up still outside of the B-bomb side, though. It looks like it could be a fake. Not his shot. That's Device taking out Brolin with a headshot. Head Trick all on his own on the side of the map, and he's going to walk into Device as well. Good couple of kills here. And now Rez and Maxter, they shouldn't really try and go for this. Just leave this round alone. Was kind of done before they even got close to a bomb site.
But this is actually going to play into what NIP's setting up for. Okay, Maxter is already there, holding the line. 2 kills for this guy. Although Glaive's able to find a return, though.
Take down Rez. I think Maxter smartly as well. Instead of emptying the entire clip, because there could have been a follow-up flash to come through. So if he's just holding, you know, holding down mouse 1 and he's reloading in the middle of a secondary push there, it's like, no, I'm just gonna stay chill on the other side.
Oh,
that's close. That's so close. But again, the bomb is lost to Astralis, and they need a huge mistake here for NIP, and maybe this could be one of them. If Glaive can get real close, sneak in a kill and make it a 3-on-3, not only will it equalize the round, but it'll put a lot of pressure on that B defense. There is one. Buzz through the smoke to take down Alexi. NIP should really never be losing this round, but they've kind of put themselves in a position where they could.
It's definitely losable for NIP. 30 seconds, though, and Brolin is holding the flank. So this is... Oh, no way. Okay, all right. He's able to win it. But Device actually able to take down Maxter. This has become a 2v2 all of a sudden.
What a flick, though. That does bring it back. Brolin's very low on health. I mean, almost Glaive had that one headshot nearly. There he gets the spray through. And Buzz now trying to see if he can win this one. Brolin's up on top and a great flick. It's the young kid that comes up with a clutch to save Astralis in this one.
He fumbling it there. They had every reason to be winning this one, but just a couple players dancing around the smokes, playing untradeable positions, and it cost them. This is so... Oh, man. They really just want this one back.
Yes.
Yeah, it almost just feels unprofessional to lose like that. You really want to make sure that the rounds that you have, those kinds of advantages, you need to just tighten the defense up. You know where the bomb is. You know where the eventual hit has to be. Everyone needs to play off of each other a little bit better there for NIP.
Had a couple of unfortunate deaths with smoke and with a wallbang spam earlier. Brolin, very nearly a double as Buzz is low on health. And Alexi's decided, you know what? I'm just going to come back from an angle that they almost certainly won't expect. Timing Failing him there. That's a little bit scary. He's going to find Buzz eventually, but he was low on health already. 35 seconds, and the problem is more probably that Astralis have to spend time now fighting Alexi. All right. Okay, that's fine. That's great, Rez. Good for you.
Oh, Alexi got a little bit greedy wanting to throw that smoke right there, and not seemingly going to matter, though. Rez has just been a turret on this side of the map. 3 kills for him, 10 again, and then we're starting to get the same Rez again. And also on top of the fact he tried switching to the op for a little bit, so...
Okay, so if they can find some stability in the lineup, obviously for NIP, we know they can't do that right now. That's like a whole story on its own. Looks like it might be just a second late. The Molotov, though, slowing it down. Good shot from Sip as he takes Brolin, but Alexi is walking up behind him, and this time it's not with the MP9, it's an M4 instead. He's made his way around the corner, a little bit of a shot, but he misses the window of opportunity. Device heard the footsteps, and he was so close, Alexi, to being able to maybe kill that round for Astralis. Now instead, they've switched it up. They still got 35 seconds, and up close, trying to hold on to this one is Maxter. He's got some backup now behind him, at least not the AWP. Minimal weapons here. Oh, it's still great work. Rez picking up one more shot, and the head tricks just keep coming through. That's so good. Rez and head trick at the end, and a beautiful first half here for NIP. It's look a couple of exits. 13-4. That's a long climb back for Astralis, isn't it?
Yeah, it's become a little bit much. Okay, a nice hold. 1 kill for Buzz. But Buzz is getting his in this one. He might be a jump spot, though. And if he's taken off of this angle with a jump spot, then he's got it back right into that site, and that's a great kill. Really needed something like that out of him. And Brolin actually wanted to fight the AUG, and that was to his detriment.
Definitely confidence to try and take that fight, but you're right. It backfires. Rez, I still think today just looked so on point with the mechanics. He's not aware of blameF, though. Wasn't expecting it, and probably because Device was so far back, they're not thinking someone's going to be up close. And blameF, he's been let loose in the round. 3 kills to end it. First one, a bit of a surprise, but then he actually just went hunting for them in IP, which is curious. You're right. That Sip and Buzz duo should be something that they could try and challenge if they'd be looking at the stats. I'm sure that they have. There's the... ringing up from long. Device taking down Brolin. Buzz sneaking up to try and get a bit aggressive, but Rez, he's been a bit of a light for NIP. 17 kills on him after that one. blameF's going to get one of them, and he wants to come back. He's so aggressive. Oh, it's so hard to deal with. The wall bang from the other side. glaive taking down Rez, and it's another 2-on-4 here as the Astralis are looking to claim a 9th round.
Wow, this was such a swift recovery from Astralis there. As soon as Buzz dies, it seems like glaive's just spamming them down. blameF's fighting from connector. They're just crunching on them on that spot. And this is now... We're seeing a lot of openers for Astralis towards that A side of the map. Does feel like NIP are just kind of running their head into the brick wall of Device, of blameF, and then they keep these late round plays. It's already hamstrung by the fact they've taken so many casualties.
Difficult angle to peek right there. Head trick now, surely try and do what he can to save the AWP. Yeah, that's a huge problem. Even if you felt like you could try and go for a B rush or 2, you probably can't finish the game like that. You do too much of it, and eventually Astralis will wise up to it. I'm still curious about them not testing it at least once. Obviously, it doesn't have to be just a straight rush. There are other ways to set up. But it doesn't feel like they are in that mood just yet. blameF, gun barrel not showing Maxter. He's thinking about it. Someone could be there. He gets up close to check the dinkus in, but not enough. AK just with a bit more firepower. Maxter, oh, he's still going to get picked off. Good flick. But the fact that blameF is there and Device is out here, they must have such a good read right now, NIP, of what's happening. They surely know that Sip is still down there. They found Buzz. I think they have a full read on what's happening in the round, but it is a 3-on-3 with just about 27 seconds. So information overload for NIP. Now they need to make a decision in the next 10 seconds or they will run out of time. And look at Astralis. They've got it set up. They are ready to receive them at this A-bomb site. Device, he's covering that truck and crouching in. An easy kill on Alexi. He's going to get blown up. 10 seconds left, and they might be out of time here. It's a good kill, but they still have to deal with glaive. 5 seconds, and a little bit of a battle. The bomb is being planted almost in plain view, but I don't think glaive realized That's a disaster. Now it's on Hetrick to try and save it. Nearly baited into that one. The flash on top. He's surely dead. They're right on top of him. He no-scopes. One more sip. In the perfect timing. Comes through with it. And Astralis, such a close round, but they saved it.
Wasn't able to close that one out. If he had been able to just tuck behind an angle for a split second longer, you think he would regain the composure in order to finish it all off. But this was way too close for comfort, and it's off the back of NIP looking like they had an advantage in this one, but it's just that Astralis, they had the rotations necessary.
If you're coming in from the T side, I don't think you're going to be checking this very easily. Flash around the corner. Buzz is good for the one. Device is still down here, like you pointed out. And the crossfire is working so far. Sit isolating that shot. Hetrick, though, and Brolin. They stay alive. They fought their way back, even if one of them is low on health. No more nades left here either on Astralis, so they can't really stop the bomb from being planted. And that will at least give them a shot. NIP, finally, they pulled the trigger on this B push, and it might be their best chance yet to win a round. Brolin in a 1 versus 1 against Blame, who's on the other side. And Brolin knows it. Tucked in, he's got a very good off angle here. And Blame, if he's looking for him. Oh, a little bit of a wall bang. That's dirty. He's not fighting fair at the moment, and that'll come back to haunt him. Brolin takes his revenge.
Play. Feels like we've been waiting forever for this to happen. Works out for NIP, even though it felt like that site defense was starting to pull its way back. Zipnix, Device, they're chiming in with kills, but Brolin to close it all out. The instant headshot. And when it's blameF against you, he's gonna dance with you. He's gonna play the timing. He even went for the wall bang. The only thing is that they're just kind of coming out dry. Okay, this might surprise him, but no, Buzz is there with the first kill. Zipnix tucking himself into short. They might overlook this position. This needs to be a kill, and it is. Rez instantly deletes Zip from the server.
A lot of distractions for them not to fight Sip, but they still keep their cool. That's super impressive for Rez. I really thought he was going to look away as well. Device has thrown away the AWP in favor of the M4, and he crouches into that fight. Alexi, no more, and now it is all on Rez. We know mechanically today he seems to be on point. He could definitely win this one. He's got the health with him as well. And Astralis, how do they get back into this? They have the smoke of the kit and everything else. Good flick for the headshot. Rez, it is one more! That's beautiful! He takes down Glaive. Look at that cheeky smile.
It's such overkill on the kill against Device, but it's all headshots for Rez there at the 1v2. Man,
sick, isn't it?
This blistering speed. Oh.
40 seconds. And again, keeping it simple here in IP. No deep fakes. We get long. We push the A-bomb site. And maybe that's a bit of a problem. Sim's shown up. Maxter, though, he's back into it. 3 kills. What a time for him to come alive and maybe do something for his team here. blameF with a deep grenade, but that's just an MP9. The spray is coming through, and I'm surprised that he stuck around. All on Glaive now. 1 versus 3. He's going to pick up 2 of them right away. And I don't think this time Rez has to hunt for the kill. He knows that already. I don't think he's playing for the bomb. He's just looking for Glaive, and he's not far from Glaive. Here's the footsteps. He's trying to hide in the corner, and Rez, of course it is. He'll blow him up and shut down Astralis. It couldn't have been a better end to it.
You can see that Alexi is in the window now.
How did he get in here with the timing? Could have been better. Oh, he just walked past. It's such a slow peak. And blameF still gets blown up, though. Buzz and Device are starting to get back into the round. A couple of headshots there. 3 versus 4. Alexi looking for a second opening for his team, but that is too much. Buzz holding it down well towards jungle. And Maxter and Hetrick, whatever the plan was, they needed that opening in the middle and towards connector. They needed to clear that out to bring the bomb back. And now that they haven't, I don't know if this round could be recovered in the way that I'm sure NIP would like. Hetrick started to move up. Device all the way by that ticket booth. He's going to go down. It's actually Maxter to find the kill. Hetrick will get one more. The spin is almost there for Hetrick. He could have had the 180. And now it's Maxter, Glock in hand, and all on his own. There are no more surprises here for Astralis. They know exactly where he is, and they're grouping up as a team. 3 kills on Buzz so far. They nearly line up. That is so dangerous. Maxter, he might be able to do it. Trying for it, but Buzz will find one more to make it a quad. Centered still towards the connector. Nobody really on the A-bomb side. Nobody at CT spawn as well for the defense. So kind of an interesting setup. There could be just a huge brawl in the middle. Look at how close they are. Glaive will get one, but he's traded. I don't think NIP will realize that there are 2 more players still around this corner. That could make it very difficult to break through. Buzz up close, and he's running them down, just almost stabbing them with the M4. Roland goes down last, and a great triple for Buzz.
felt like he was actually playing very well within the system right there. There was obviously that first contact at connector before him, but he's able to capitalize on the moment. He finds his time to strike, and then he cleans up right there. blameF, they're actually boosting him deep. Wow, okay, he's getting very far forward with this rifle. Maxter, though, right there. Trade, though, it favors the ninjas.
And another grenade thrown back there, so they know there's 3 people at the B bomb site early on. If they were more forward anywhere else on the map at this point in time, I bet NIP would have pulled the trigger and tried to make a play behind that. There's so much information. And they find another kill out there. All 3 members trying to attack that B hallway. Went down. It's still a 2-on-3, though, and there is a way for NIP to lose grip of this round. They have plenty of time. And for a minute there, Rez playing in the what used to be called Delpan. Going to be taking down Buzz. 1 versus 3, and Device, he walks right into it. Alexi, good round from him, just in terms of the calling as well. But I've got to say, that is some mad aggression coming out from blameF. I've rarely seen anything like it. Not just the boost up, but the running the whole way there.
Running into B apartments is not a great fight. You're frequently just having to move straight forward. You're going to be just holding W and A, and that's never really the way you want to take a fight, especially on closer. But I actually have to point out that Astralis didn't pick up Devices off. Oh. They missed that. That's a huge detail to look over.
They've really been practicing this quick boost, and it works for Sip. Wow. 2 great kills. The second one running right into it, and now some wallbang spam coming out. Oh no! Well, what a ridiculous round.
Got the Galil. This is going to be a fight that generally should favor Device, but Brolin comes out on top.
Clearly a boost that they've been practicing on the Astralis side. Sip, he's not that far away from getting the ace. He's got his back turned to your head trick. There's a little bit of a peek. Sip is just a bit late, perhaps. Oh, it's Glaive instead to pick it up. Obviously, everyone has head armor. That's a pretty decent nade. Slowing them down, doing a lot of damage on top of it. No targets yet, but they're running for Buzz. He's been playing that angle a lot, so good find. Maxter gonna give that Galil to somebody else and keeps on pushing. So far, this looks way better than anyone could have hoped for on the NIP side. They get a bomb plant. They're in a 4-on-5. They're looking for Device. He's quick with the flank, but at least they know it. Flashed around the corner, and Sip gets taken down. Brolin with a double kill. This is a bit of a miracle for NIP. Double timeout into what looks like a very winnable round. Although Glaive, he's going to try and go straight for that defuse and just hope that nobody checks it. He's right on it, but he does come off. Takes down Maxter, and they're low on health. Molotov, but nobody is there, and I don't think Glaive has any idea where the rest are. He's still finding the kill. Device will get 1 more. Oh, what a retake coming in. Shocking end to the round. Round number 14, and Maxter will start it off. Headshot on Sip to bring him down. It's going to create a slight opening, but they need probably... Wow, they're pushing into 3 people at the bomb site. That's even worse. I was going to say they need 1 more opening, but it might take even more. Oh, they get executed by Device instead. No jury, no trial, just Device.
Oh, okay. Well, they're still going to try to fight their way out of ramp. Still a chance here. A minute left on the clock. And NIP, they are actually walking right into a crossfire. This is so difficult for Hetrick now. blameF, despite being blinded, was able to take down his teammate. So, yeah, he's just pushed on back. That Device play is actually hilarious. He had an op. He just walks in with the deagle to a spot, and he reads the play before it even happens. I just love that from him. Though they've really both played those spots for their entire career, so someone's going to have to give something up.
Very curious how that will play out. Yeah, that's definitely, I mean, the future is where it's at for NIP. There's no doubt. We know that already. It's just that gave us so much hope on the opening map, and this time, at least they're defending the bombs. I don't know, Glaive does get the headshot on 1 and the goods. Oh, the spray is in, Buzz. How is that 2 kills? And now Device. No bomb plant, because the Molotov did finally take care of Buzz. Looking for it. They're already out the window. I don't think Device has any idea. Smoke is there. They've somehow managed to escape him. And he's just got no information. They're going to be walking right around the corner. He's trying for the plant, but he is surely dead. A missed opportunity, maybe? Oh, that could have been dangerous. Maxter will take him down. Something like that.
Yeah.
Glaive is sneaking on up. He's getting dangerously close. And this is the kind of stuff that NIP never even really got close to being able to do. Good shot from Alexi in return, but Just losing that part of the map so early is devastating. Molotov against Alexi. Head trick might have just saved his captain there on the other side. That looked like it was about to be dangerous. No scope fails him. And it's Maxter and Alexi 2 versus 4. And they are trying to see if they get into the middle. Although blameF is catching them. Yeah, they're getting picked apart. The comeback is really short-lived. It wasn't much of a comeback at all, really.
No.
Maxter in a 1 versus 3. He's got the right idea. glaive is going to peek right into that one. But now they know. Bomb is in middle. Maxter's nearly dead. Device, he's going to go down as well. Okay. Maxter's not had a bad map, but unfortunately, it's only him and Alexi that are doing much on this NIP team. blameF setting up where he has the shadow advantage on the other side, so Max's shadow will be showing on the ground by the time that he gets to the corner. He's creeping in slowly. Oh, blameF, he did spin around. Oh, no, the timing. Maxter takes him down. Great conversion here for the young star, and that's something. All right. Even that one kill in the middle puts a big question mark on that comeback story. 45 seconds. Bomb is being planted in front, and they are worried about this. They do realize this could be happening. Couple of shots ring through, but they should have kept it up. Brolin comes up with a kill. They thought about it, and they were right the first time. Buzz will get the shot on one of them, and it goes down to head trick. Probably did not need to fight that here. A 4-on-3. Now back into a 3-on-3 on blameF. He's got an HE. Could kill head trick outright. It's going to be the headshot on Maxter first. I don't know where the nade landed. Sip spotted one of them. Still at 2-on-2 and blameF. Good fight. 27 kills on him and shot in the back. It's 16-7 as Astralis, they managed to close it out. They kill the comeback before it even gets close. They picked the T side, and they're going to be rushing straight at the dualies. And what a knockout! Sip taking down Alexi, and the power is just overwhelming for this one. They could not hold the B bomb site. 3 versus 5, and there should be a bomb plant to follow. Although they're actually slowing it down. Rez charging onto the site before the bomb is even planted. This is the Rez that we need it. He's hunting for it. He nearly has that one. He spins. What? Oh my god! You must be kidding me! It's 4 kills! Rez! He can't do this! Device is all alone. His teammates have been decimated, and he surely must be panicked. Rez hunting for the ace now. He's got the bomb back there, but what a ridiculous turn of events. That is a 1 in a million.
That shouldn't have happened. Astralis are wondering what just hit him.
He's so close. He wants to peek back. He's got his teammate, and gets a headshot.
Down to 58. Hasn't even spotted a player just yet. And glaive really wants to make some headway, but no, Maxter shuts it down. Boosted up onto this spot. Close angle, and he's able to find a couple kills. Wow, this is comprehensive from NIP. They're just shutting everything down. But Device able to find a return through the smoke. That's a bit fortuitous. And on the other side of the map, Xyp9x has lurked his way into cave. Things are getting a little bit more interesting than they probably should have. Although NIP, they're just playing back. They're giving so much room right now, but that may allow Device to find a bomb plant.
Yeah, that would be the only way to get back here. Sip, if he could maybe sneak in a kill on Brolin just as they're getting there, it's a 2-on-3 with a bomb plant. That's winnable, but a lot of ifs before we really get there. Yeah, they're so far back. It's created a bit of a space. Rez showing up at the right time, but he still gets taken down. Sip not ready for the follow-up fight. He had the idea, and now Device. Yeah, I mean, from a 2-on-5 into a couple of kills and a bomb plant, that's a pretty good recovery for Astralis. I don't think the Device should be able to win this round, but obviously just doing a bit more damage would be very, very helpful. They are starting to group up. They've spotted him already. Alexi coming through the cave, and it's going to be Device going down without another kill. And if you lose track of blameF back here, that's a nightmare for NIP. They're going to go look for it and see if they can reclaim the middle. Maxter crouching in first. blameF is super ready, and he'll take both of them out. Device also catching Rez. They actually were trying to retake middle from 2 different angles. I think that's a great idea for NIP, but they just couldn't find the kills. 2 versus 4 now, and they know where head trick is, so there's not much of a mystery left. They can guess that Alexi is going to be on this side of the map, and blameF, he'll find the third one. Wow.
So good at holding angles. That's so impressive. But this is a really just classic style of Astralis, even though it's on a map that you're not necessarily used to seeing this legacy organization on. It's one where they just take that space and then they play for the reaction from the CTs. They don't know that NIP probably wants something back on the map, and they knew what was coming. But mostly credit to blameF, because if he went 1-for-1 at that top mid spot, completely different round.
Head trick. A little bit frustrated that they planted the bomb right behind him. Just almost looked like disrespect. No one's pushing him from the site itself, but he's about to walk into device. He's got to be careful that he doesn't give this away. Oh, device.
It just keeps happening. I was a little bit worried, and for good reason. So, okay, Astralis.
It feels like this is the #1 thing to fix right now for all teams. It's just to study the radius a bit better. Well, here we go. Tech9s, not much else. And this B hit has been working for them a couple of times, so they're going to go back and test it again. Grenade rings out, and they're... Oh, it actually bounces back on Buzz. Unfortunate for him. Bomb is going to be attempted on the other side. Sip is setting up in case anyone wants to come through. The Tech9 is looking great, and they're all flanked and almost dead on the other side. The spray continues for Sip. How is that not another kill? It surely should have been. 3 people for NIP stuck on the wrong side of the smoke. And there is even another nade on Sip. He's actually stolen a Molotov, and that's just devastating for NIP. They could lose this to another B rush, and that's just unacceptable. Too many rounds so far where the CTs have not been able to hold the bomb site. Through the smoke, blameF gets another one, and head trick and Alexi trying to get back into this one, but it's impossible. The Deagle shots are coming through, and Alexi is entirely on his own. 1 versus 3, starts with a no-scope, but it's just no time. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. One last round for Astralis, and they look absolutely red hot on, but still, if someone had been up close to the corner, they could have run him down.
That would have been, yeah, it was pretty risky. blameF, though, in the pocket towards middle.
Have Molotov.
Flash, that's nice. Okay, if they spotted him, then he's going to surely be mollied out of the spot. This is really tough for him now, and he actually finds a nice shot that seems to have pierced 3 people, but no kill to his name.
Down to 40 seconds, and they want to go aggressive Astralis behind it. They don't just want to wait and see what comes. They want to go investigate. They catch Brolin right there in another fight. Rez goes down. Sip, what a time to come alive. He's had a dreadful game. That was his 6th kill, and there's only 25 seconds. They have to go for this. The crossfire is almost insurmountable. It should be. Sip will find a 3rd, and the smoke on top should seal the round. Even if Alexi gets this one, there shouldn't really be time for NIP to get back into this round. 2 versus 4, 11 seconds on the clock, and Sip doing so much work to get his team this one round.
Oh, monster hold from Zipnix there. That push, rotating back in.
Gonna be paired up with blameF, and they're gonna be able to take that kill on Brolin. Rest of the NIP squad at the lip of the A bomb side, trying to get boosted up to try and get just close enough to make the Glocks more efficient.
Oh no.
Really not the best spray that we've seen, but at the end of the day, it won't matter. Head trick, I think, ran into the Molotov to try and escape the AK.
So maybe bring that one to Twitter.
4-round gap. blameF in the middle. Good shot coming through, but Alexi is there on a bit of a return. Sip is immediately covering that line, and it is a 3-on-3 for NIP to try to get something done. Astralis, they're not far away from taking off in their starships.
Oh, wow. Device recovers to at least get a kill there. Head trick had him dead to rights, but great adjustment. Still, 2 versus 2. This is the best a gun round has looked for NIP. They have to put this one together. glaive, though, quick on the flank. Already making his way up mid. Could opt to flank through cave or through the ramp. And this might catch Maxter and Brolin off guard.
Yeah, again, timing is just king in this round. glaive is sneaking up, and you can tell it's too early. Even if the spray is pretty questionable, Brolin's got a knife. Oh no. Is he mocking them, or is he just trying to follow Kerrigan?
He's trying to get ahead of the meta. Brolin, though, opening pick. Okay, Buzz is going to be challenged here. There's a molly burning him alive, but blameF is here to the rescue, but he only finds the 1.
That's interesting. I don't know how Buzz didn't take more damage. 3 versus 4. This is a good hit. This is the right template to build something behind. And Sip is occupied in the middle, realizing there is somebody back here. But Brolin's just trusting his team to get the bomb down and hold the site, and then he can show up late, shooting Sip in the back. It's perfect. 2 versus 4 now, and Buzz is going to get taken care of as well. The order sniper will do nothing at all. And it's a 10th round for NIP.
Keep it respectful.
You know someone's going to make it work one day. Wow, well, you said respectful, but they're doing anything but that. They've walked the whole way. They're just walking right in there. Device back with the AWP, and they take down Maxter all on the other side. Good shot. Device taken care of, but Alexi's fighting back. It's still a 2-on-3, but they've got to be so worried about the flank. Even if now we can tell none is actually coming, in the minds of NIP, that is still a concern eventually, that someone's going to be walking up behind. So actually, Astralis, it's pretty sick that they're all grouping up like this, because this kind of is... Normally, this is the standard play. It might be the play that NIP are not expecting, given what they just saw. Hetrick and Alexi, 2-on-3, holding on to the afterplan here, but... Oh, how does he know? Sip, come on! Hetrick now in a 1 versus 3, and he's going to catch one of them, but they could go straight for the defuse. They might just be running up to it. Even if it's 10 seconds here, the Molotov will do it, and they are right on top. 16 rounds on the side of Astralis. They defeat NIP and send them to the showdown.
Brutal loss for the Ninjas. Obviously, not the most ideal circumstances for them.